Hello, my name is Zoard Jibble. Some people call me Papa Zoard. I'm going to read a story called I Found My Balloon, written by Mike J. Preble. Dedicated to my good friend Carol, who taught me how to take a positive approach to problems, especially when there was no apparent solution. One day there was a little moose, and do you know what his name was? His name was Chotchie, and do you know what he was doing? He wasn't doing anything. He was just sitting at the big kitchen table, rubbing his knee. Just then the doorbell rang. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Chotchie limped to the door and looked out the little window, and guess who he saw? It was his best friend Goulasche. Chotchie opened the door a tiny little crack and turned his head sideways. "Hi, Chotchie," said Goulasche. "Want to play?" Chotchie shook his head, no. "Want to go biking?" asked Goulasche. Chotchie shook his head, no, again. "Want to do anything?" asked Goulasche. Chotchie looked down. "Can I come in?" asked Goulasche. Chotchie opened the door and stood there. "Something bothering you?" asked Goulasche. Chotchie shrugged his shoulders. "Can you tell me?" asked Goulasche. Chotchie shook his head, no. "Want me to guess?" asked Goulasche. Chotchie nodded, yes. They went to sit at the kitchen table. The afternoon sun just started to shine in through the window. There was an empty bag of chips on the table. "Out of chips?" asked Goulasche. Chotchie got up and found another bag in the cabinet. Salt and vinegar, his favorite. Goulasche opened the bag. "Want some?" he asked. Chotchie shook his head. No. "Wow," said Goulasche. "Something must really be bothering you." Chotchie looked at the paper and crayons on the table. "Can you draw a picture?" asked Goulasche. Chotchie nodded, yes. He picked up a blue crayon and drew a crooked line. "That looks like a line, or a river," said Goulasche. "Is it a river?" Chotchie shook his head no. He put a circle on one end of the line. "Is that a sucker? Or maybe a yo-yo?" asked Goulasche. Chotchie drew a stick figure of a moose standing underneath the line and the circle. "Is that a moose?" asked Goulasche. Chotchie drew tears falling from the moose's eye. Then he drew a little square on the ground. "That looks like a box," said Goulasche. Chotchie put two lines on top of the square. Toaster?" asked Goulasche. Chotchie put two little circles on top of the little lines. "Candles," said Goulasche. "Is that a birthday cake?" Chotchie nodded, yes. "And the moose is 2 years old, just like you," said Goulasche. Then Chotchie cut the circle and the line out of the picture with a pair of scissors. "The moose is having a birthday, and he is sad because," Goulasche said. Chotchie held the circle and line way up over his head. "Because," said Goulasche. Chotchie got up and ran around the table, waving the circle and line above his head. Then he went over to the window and threw the circle and line out. "Because he lost his special birthday balloon," said Goulasche. Chotchie nodded, yes. He stood at the window, looking way up at the blue sky over the hill behind the house. A cool breeze blew in from the window. Goulasche stood next to Chotchie and put an arm over his shoulder. "Sometimes that happens," said Goulasche. "I know," said Chotchie, "but it makes me sad. That was my very special birthday balloon from my very special birthday, and now it's gone forever. How can my very special birthday be special anymore?" "You could get another balloon," said Goulache. "But it wouldn't be my special birthday balloon," said Chotchie. Chotchie turned to Goulache. There were tears in his eyes. "How long will I be sad?" he asked. "Sometimes, when I'm sad, it goes away real quick, and other times it stays until I do something to take my mind off it," said Goulache. "I don't think I will ever take my mind off it," said Chotchie. "Another way is to remember everything you can about it," said Goulache. "Like how?" asked Chotchie. "We could draw pictures from your birthday party and see," said Goulache. Chotchie and Goulache drew pictures while they ate chips. "These chips are making my tongue burn," said Goulache. "I need something to drink." Chotchie got some juice from the refrigerator and 2 plastic cups. "Maybe you should pour," he said, "in case if I might make a spill." Goulache poured juice into the cups. Chotchie and Goulache drew pictures of the games they played. Quick Chase, and Can't Find Me, and Run and Jump, and Rolling and Rolling, and Moo. They finished their pictures and hung them in a row by the window. "That was a fun day," said Chotchie. "Yes, it was," said Goulache. "Thanks for coming over," said Chotchie. "I feel better now." "Me too," said Goulache. "Now, do you want to play?" "Yes," said Chotchie. "Let's go outside and play a brand new game called I Found My Balloon." The end.